Is someone getting cranky?
He hates me.
What's happening, my fellow geeks and geekettes? Welcome to a brand new episode of Cosplay Chris, and today it is yet again another life-size Freddy update. You guys have been asking, so I'm gonna show you. Only two things have been updated so far from the previous video. One of which is a big one that I was shitting my pants about. Now I am gonna be undressing him today to show you guys some of the progress. So the main one was mounting the resin head onto the mannequin body, and I also have his left hand, which I've painted up. Now originally, I was gonna take a mold of my dad's hand for the ungloved hand, but I've spent so much money thus far on this guy, I figured it'd just be cheaper to use the actual mannequin hand that came with the body itself and paint it up. So firstly, let's touch on the left hand before I take his sweater off and show you guys how I mounted the head. Now, like I said, this is the hand that came with the actual mannequin body. Originally, it was colored black. I then went in and primed it with a gray primer so the paint would adhere to it. I then went in and sprayed it with purple, pink, and a skin colored spray paint. Because you gotta think about it, skin has a lot of depth to it. It's just not one color. You look at your skin, there is purples and pinks and sometimes blues under there. Once those colors were all dry, I then just went in with some brown and black acrylics just to make it severely dirty. You're probably also wondering why I haven't sculpted any burns on the left hand. Well, the reason being is Robert Englund didn't wear any prosthetics on his left hand for the first Nightmare on Elm Street. Originally, there was a test concept, mock-up done on a life cast of his left hand, but it was scrapped at the last minute. So in the end, they just dirtied up his hand, and seriously, that's how they did it. Now, in terms of the hand that will be housing the glove, like I mentioned in a couple of previous update videos, I am gonna be taking a mold of my hand. I'm gonna be doing a silicone block mold. I'm then gonna make a wire structure, like a skeleton of my actual hand, put it in the mold. I'm then gonna pour some expander foam in there, some flexible foam, so that way I can pose the glove in whatever way I want. Of course, I'm gonna give it a shot posing it like that. Now, the glove itself is being constructed as we speak by the ever so talented Mark Petrie of knifegloves.com. The glove that I am using is called a template glove, which means Mark spent 3 days with the actual screen used original prop, took as many measurements, photos, you name it. He made some amazing templates from those photos and measurements taken, and what he produces now is a near perfect match to the screen used glove. Okay, now that I've touched on the left hand and the progress of the gloved hand, it's time to show you guys how I mounted the resin head onto the mannequin body. So I've kind of got to undress him, so I hope you don't mind. He doesn't mind. Also, before I take his sweater off, this is the arm that's gonna have the glove on it. I did have to, slice it in half, kind of put it in the upright position. And seriously, this is just duct tape that's holding it together. Also, a copper bracket is under there with screws on each side. Also, vice versa on the other side as well. So it's pretty sturdy. It's not going anywhere. Okay, it was the most simple method, and yet it was the most effective because this thing is not going anywhere, it's sturdy. Obviously, I had to cut a square hole in the mannequin body itself. I then put duct tape all around the area once I slotted the head in place, just so it was fixed in place, so I didn't have anyone constantly holding it whilst I did the resin process. Now, the resin process, you guys know I use Supercast, Easy Cast, Bee Queen resin, mixed ratio, 100 to 100 for my casting and moldings and all that jazz. All I did was mix up a batch and just painted it over the entire body. I did 3 coats, and seriously, that's it. This is 3 coats with some duct tape under there, holding the whole thing in place. It ain't going anywhere. So all up, the whole mounting process took about an hour and a half. It was more or less just waiting for the resins to properly dry between each coat. And seriously, that's the update. I suppose I better dress him. He's gonna get cranky. This is the worst part, trying to find the hole. That's what she said? Where's the hole? Ah, is that it? No. This makes such a romantic photo right now. Come on. Yeah! Tips fedora. So thanks very much for watching, guys. This is only a short little update, but you guys have been asking, and like all projects I have along the way, I want to keep you guys in the loop and keep you guys involved because, you know, you're along for the ride. Within the next couple of weeks, I'll hopefully do the block mold for the glove tan. I will have a video on the progress of that. I hope you guys are well. Hope you guys are happy. It is fucking hot today. It's a beautiful day. Hope it's a beautiful day where you guys are. Be happy, be merry, be silly. And until next time, geeks, please always remember, cosplayers do it best. This is fucked.